it made me laugh in the background. I shouldn't have, because we were in car at the time. This is Glenn Melling, local track racing, and
still going.
Judges scores 9.7, please.
I think it's more good luck than good management.
Yeah, tend to agree. So this was Jared Maggs going off in front of Jaden. Don't think that won't get back. And Jaden going, where are you going, Dad? Tracks the other side of the curb, and he comes, oh, they almost made contact. The other categories have been out there. It's quite a busy day, and just looping the 76 best leisure industries car around there. So plenty of runoff space here, so no harm, no foul. And she rejoins another replay of Walsh into
Pull her
one.
Up, Benny. Pull her up.
There's the flame, and there's the sand. Oh, nice recovery.
Oh, that was good. That was good. But one thing with these guys as well, with us, that last corner.
Move from happening. This will explain what happened to Morky down here, perhaps in sixth. And
he did it to himself.
I thought I was seeing another replay for a moment. And well and truly lucky to get away with that. And so too is one of the JKD cars just behind.
That little bit of a jump, and it gives you a bit of breathing room. But this is on. Oh, jeez!
I was just about to say they were playing nicely, and finally the champagne bottle goes bang.
Man,
Cedars, I think there's damage.
Wheel.
Wow.
Safety car. Hey.
He'll just get out of this. He'll park it up. And they've been running that close for so long. Exactly. Well, it might be.
He's got quite a big gap here. And then it's like, see that gear change? See it?
Yeah. Tend to agree.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's stopped.
Yeah. I reckon it's something with the gear change.
So it could have been worse. The way Cedars responded to that to have only minimal damage. Just get to second spot. He might just get past Gutierrez. This side by side.
How much room do you have? Oh, the accident. They're into each other. Oh, no.
Ouch. And that is going to hurt the brand new car for Walsh. So held back because they couldn't stay there that way.
Really determined, and you're about the guy on the inside. You can see him open the wheel, has a bit of a slide, comes back, touches the front. I wouldn't say it was anyone's fault there. I think it's a racing incident. You always run that risk when you're on the outside.
It's a mixture of hands clapping and, oh no, from the fans behind the fences here at Wanneroo Raceway. Here it is from Aaron Borg. So Aaron had the best view of Walsh going exit stage left, the top of the track. So this was into turn number one, and you know better than me, you can't stay too wide. Oh, there's more happening in the background. That was Brooking and Jaden Maggs.
That's why I think Cedar's got a few quick, cheap spots there, but you can see he's up to ninth already. He's on a charge, but look at this side by side. You can see Ben loses the rear there, hits the right rear or the left rear corner of is it El Gringo, and then fires himself into the wall.
Oh, one in, one out for Wall.
The leader, and they're going to be going pretty close in the end here. It's down to 6/10.
So Marjoram again. Oh, move, makes contact now with Harris. Oh, he's going to be served off his steering, but he's gone bush. He'll keep the foot down. The skinny pedal stays alive, and he keeps the car moving. How many cars have we seen today go off down there at 7 and get away with it?
That allowed Woods past Cedar. Who's go good? Yeah.
Cedar's up to 4th position
where's
now.
Harris now? Oh, yeah, he dropped back 1 spot, so that's pretty good. Only lost 1 spot out of that. Could have been a lot worse. Could have some action here between these two. He's got a good run. Bit of a slipstream in the Utes. Should have activated the DRS, dropped the tailgate. Oh, Benny, hang on. Oh, they're all sorry.
He's spooked him.
Oh, that was close.
Just slipped.
Oh, it's not over.
And the rest of the field all pulling up the Mags boys. Oh, he's just going to clip the back of him.
Couldn't help it.
But you know what? He could have got him at high speed as well.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
But all that work for Cedars, guess what? He's back to 15.
The hazards are on. It's all happening.
Of the number 3.
See, as Ben would have gone sideways there, it would have caught Cedars' side, and then he would have pinched the brake a little bit harder, thinking Ben was coming across the front. And then, yeah, we obviously see what happened, but that could have been a lot worse.
And we've had some lucky ones this weekend. There could have been a real yard sale going on down there. The last turn.
For panels and stuff. I've had one of those out the back of my garage the last few rounds.
We don't want to see any more of them, not this early in the season.
Oh.
And for the first time, it won't be Aaron Boyle bleeding down into turn 1, contact in the background. It looked like Casey and Woods getting together. So not even 150 metres into it, they're climbing over each other already.
That was a great start. Textbook, he is concentrating, knew he had to get in, and now, as we saw in the earlier races yesterday and today, Roll is great. Oh, we've got a spinner.
McMahon, 2 360s. Grab a gear, son. Keep going. I think he might have stalled it. We'll try and refire in the ex-Craig Jenner car.
This weekend, he's entitled to a few excuses.
Totally. Yeah, wins 3 races, but it wasn't good enough, right?
Yeah, look at this. This is exciting.
Now, is there assistance? Maybe from the 52 behind. Hard to tell from that angle. Oh, man. I don't want to talk race control at all. It's been too entertaining.
This is good. This is what new racing's about. It's called racing, not following.
Yeah, and you'll find the whistle will be swallowed, and Harrison undoes himself this time. What is this, 2008?
Oh, and he's bogged. Bogged. It's all over. Just got the overlap, and then Roll took him all the way to the grass, probably too far. So then, obviously, there's a little bit of heat there. Maybe some grass on the tyres. Couldn't quite stop. Axel tramp. Look at that. Look at that. You hang on to it.
See it coming back through the steering wheel as well, and then second time on his own and backed in the EFS number 58 and out
behind the wheel, and he's been running in a lot of categories, but it's been a great battle for up and down.
It's Jaden Maggs, exit stage right for the world's best technologies car.
I was just about to say there's been some great battles up and down this field, but unfortunately for Maggs.
Last time we were here, you'd be up there with a snorkel, wouldn't you, trying to get out of the outfield, but now that's all dried up, and lucky to not find himself in the deep bunkers out there at turn number 1. So that drops into stone motherless last in car 96 for Jaden Maggs. Of course, father and son in this championship, Jared Maggs.
Some little Morse codes on the back of David Cedars here, and this is a nice...
Formosa. Unloaded?
Not sure.
I think so. Might get the attention of race control at the same time. Here it is.
John Stephenson just gets a little bit sideways there. Has a contact with Formosa, and then he actually straightens him up before then he gets turned around. So it's almost a big Scandinavian flick for Formosa, but gets it back, turned around really quickly and gets going, loses a couple of positions. But, yeah, that'll be an interesting one. This is where it all started.
Yeah.
Turn 2, Formosa got up the inside of John Stephenson, but then the contact was just about here in the middle of turn 3. There it was, bang.
And remember, they were battling for well down the order. In fact, 13, 14 and 15th position on the track. There's a lot going on in this race. This is Vernon and Espray in her first run. And in the background, it's Adrian Cottrell in the second go Sunny Solar car, teammate to George Gutierrez. Second start in the series. And this was Woods with a weird one going off there at turn number 1.
They built the SuperUtes to be on the bitumen now, not going through the ploughing up the paddock. But again, you can see the runoff at turn 1 there. It's got a huge runoff, which has been fantastic. Obviously, everyone being able to get safely back. I'm going to say safely. We'll find the end result of the Formosa. He's done the same thing.
So this is Gardner on the back of Jared Maggs and his world's best technologies car. Bowls a massive wide. Gardner slides his way through 2. And are we going to have a similar case of what we saw between Stephenson and Mork? Here it is front on.
Waiting for the contact. Yeah, they just locked Gardner's front wheels just locked on the rear wheel and sent him off. You can already see the front wheels are already towing in, so he already had steering damage before he actually got to the concrete wall, and concrete wall did a great job.
Swoop our pole sitter and move up to the front straight away. Adam Marjoram using a bit of drafting, going up the short straight and into the back of his teammate. Goes Walsh at the top of turn 2 with the fat Freddy's Lager car with some big damage off the track at the tail of the field.
Marjoram just going around the outside. Walsh is there sitting in second. He actually follows in quite nicely, I think. He just gets caught and surprised a little bit there. Contact, as you said, with his teammate. He spins off to the right, which is really good in the sense it doesn't get anyone else involved in the whole incident. This is on board now as we're heading down into, this is the approach to turn 2. You can see Walsh there. Yeah, he just gets caught. He's probably looking at his left-hand side to try and counteract.
And the opening lap at Wanneroo as well this year. This is from low down, so on the right. Oh, man, you got a feel for this guy. Just can't take a trick at the moment. A long way out. This one off the track is Jared Maggs. He'll lose his position to John Stephenson. Not without a fight. Oh, no!
Almost in tandem. A sequence of on board there.
Don't hit him, Stephen.
No. This is a replay of the exit of turn 1. There's Maggs just going completely wide. You're losing the rear, whether that smoke is maybe oil You see him bouncing through the scrub, gets back on board, but then, of course, we also saw the approach to turn 2. We get John Stevenson just coming into shot there, and he's on the inside, loses the rear. It was on the grass. They both have contact, and they both spin around.
I think Steffo was locking up really to avoid making contact.
This is on the exit of turn 1. This is on board now with John Stevenson. You can see Mags, he's going through the scrub. Didn't probably appreciate where John Stevenson was, and he just tries to close in down on him. John Stevenson had nowhere to go. He tried, as he's meant to, try to do the right thing by trying to pull it up, but he was on the grass.
Goes for the starter button, which is actually up where the mirror is in these cars. And was there an assistant? Oh, Alexandra Best. Punching the lights out of the front of her car. And they contribute to Morky going around down here, but it's done it. Tank slapper through the middle of turn 4 and 5, and the City Rural car has gone rural.
Definitely just ran a bit wide, got onto the dirty stuff, and then just overcorrected, and that's the big pendulum effect. It's obviously recreated, doing a really nice job. He's actually pulled it up on the approach to turn 2, allowing all the field to get around him. He knows his lap's down, but doesn't matter. They've changed that front wheel.
And S-Spray's gone off. I don't think it was a result of that, but there was another couple of cars behind it that caught our attention here.
Because they're not really designed to go on the bitumen side of it, but they've done a fantastic job with the evolution. And the other thing, well, Walsh.
He was pretty fired up yesterday after the race 2 incident, and now finds himself at the top there in Jimmy Vernon's camera here. Here it is on the replay.
Walsh looked like he was a little bit late to the party there. He sort of had a little bit of a lock-up on the inside, and Jimmy Vernon got turned around, and then he actually backed back into Walsh. This will be a better view. So Walsh just tries to get down the inside. He's very well committed, but you can see Jimmy Vernon, he was already committed to go into the corner. Takes the approach in, but Con's on board now with Jimmy Vernon. You see him now under brakes.
Seen the top mirror.
Bang! How's the impact?
Wow. And another one for good measure there on the 50.
Larenborg's just brought that gap from first to second down to 1.5 moment.
Harris into Marjoram. And the motion car, couple of 360s, grabs half a race and gets on with the job. And
nice recovery.
Great recovery.
Nice recovery. Got it.
Here's the replay looking from behind at turn 2.
Marjoram runs a little bit wide in the middle part of turn 2, which invites Harris up the inside, but then that contact right there.
Great recovery from the West Aussie.
There it is.
A bit damning there, isn't it?
I think Harris might have a little bit more to say after this race.
In the motion entry, and John Stephenson has gone bush in the 99. And is that down at 1? I think it is. He's rejoining the track in the middle of that short shoot down there. As this he's come in hot.
Lost the rear. He did a really nice job. He kept the slide going, but you can see the effect of just when you...
As we look for the in-car, Stephenson, here's how not to take turn number 1.
You know what it was? As soon as he grabbed a gear. So it's almost had a bit of a compression lock-up, and he hasn't had the flip right, and it's actually lost the rear tyres almost instantaneously, and then he's just had that big slide. And look at him, but this is the replay of Brooking. Again, losing the rear. Very nicely done. Over 2 seconds. It's just under that now, so I'm not sure whether Harris has got too much left.
Jared Maggs, middle of turn 1. Is he going to catch this car? No, he doesn't. And we all just hold our breath. It's such a fast part of the track. We saw this in the GT World Challenge race earlier today, and he rejoins the track. How did he get away with that? Here he is, massively out wide.
He's got control of it at the moment. You can see the opposite lock that he's got. Just doesn't quite unwind it fast enough, and then the rear just starts to get that big sway going. He's still on the dirt. You can see the rear tyre is still kicking up dust, so I'm assuming he's still got throttle on at this point, thinking, I'm going to get this, I've got this, I got this. No, I don't.
They nicknamed him Off Tap, and that was an off-tap lose in the middle of turn 1. And just ahead was Maggs. Was he trying to make a move that wasn't successful? Maggs moving across, and he's on his own. I don't think he touched him.
No, Maggs actually did a really nice job. He actually saw him coming down the inside. This will show a better angle of it. But Maggs did a really good job. He was very well aware of where Walsh was. And you can see him there, realises an overlap. Doesn't cut him off, gives him plenty of room, and he does it all on his own.
We to the underneath of his Motion Mitsubishi Triton. This might tell us from the Gutierrez in-car camera. That's old school kids competition.
That's probably not quite in there enough. And then we saw from that onboard again, Gutierrez, he's going to need to have the physio work over the wrists. The steering wheel's been ripped out of his hand twice now.
Off the track is Engelhardt here, taking the Ute back to where they tend to like.
And that's what Ute Racing's famous for.
So a bit going on here. This was Brookings spinning around, and that pass was happening on the way down to turn number 1. There's a lot of outfield here, and the Professor gets back onto the track. Easy to do through here?
Yeah, it is. We saw James Courtney have a big issue there in practice 1 for Supercars yesterday. And Brooking actually lost the rear a lot earlier. The apex.
That was cool. Through the backside of the circuit. This is Mork and Alexandra Best climbing over each other in the City Rural car. Gets punted to the side of the track. I think that car's wounded again. It's been a weekend to forget for Richard Mork. Look at the flame punching out the side of the Gutierrez.
As it made its way down the front straight. Dramas here for Dave Casey, coming together with Ben Walsh, coming onto the front straight. Bit of a hot spot for the Super Utes in race 3 this morning.
4 wide again. We've got a bumper flying from one of the cars going down the field. Marjoram tucks it behind the background. 1, 2, 3 cars. Make it 4 have caught up. And big damage gets the JKD car of Brooking. He was just about through and was collected at high speed. It's a wrecking yard out there.
4 Utes, big damage.
Oh, Brzezinski, look at the damage.
I think the throttle jammed on Brzezinski's car when he got that damage initially, because he took off across the track and got Brooking, but big contact. It was brewing off the line. You could see them starting to bump side by side.
So it's fine from the front row. Marjoram, who got the best start here, and he tucked in behind Crick, but watch in the middle here. There was a bumper falling away from one of the Utes, and is it a squeeze job? Yes, it is. It's one of the Mags cars. It's Cottrell. I was only watching the right-hand side. You might have saw left, and then this one. Man.
It was that one when Brzezinski came across the track, and I think from the damage, I think the manifold, the intake manifold's been all damaged and jammed the throttle on, because the way that he came across the track, it was very fast. So there you can see there, one of the Mags cars going across the front of someone else.
Was he assisted from behind?
Yeah, unsighted. We couldn't see who that was. That got into Casey and Cottrell, and then Brooking was trying to sneak by. These guys are off to the market. They're out of the way.
So from behind. So it's Holly Espray in the middle. Is she squeezed? She's into the back of Mags.
Mags is sort of squeezed across. So very similar to what we saw in race 1 yesterday, where everyone going for the same bit of real estate, when there's actually quite a bit of real estate out there to be had. So
look the way they fanned out.
Yeah, they fan out. They end up about 6 wide. So they're loving the width of the racetrack now. Then they all decide they want the same lane, and they argue over that. See Cottrell, he takes off. And then here, Brzezinski's just takes off. So I think he's a passenger there in reality. And Brooking, who's thinking he's got away with it, gets absolutely collected. Big damage to his car.
And well done to everyone around that to avoid the scene.
5 wide, 6 wide, and it's in that mid-pack. You can see there, Mags just squeezed across the front. And then that's it. You can see the domino effect that takes off when the cars are so close. Brzezinski goes one way into the wall. Cottrell goes the other. And there's this one here that looked a little bit weird when it happened, right? When I saw the damage from Brzezinski's car all to the front and the actual damage with the engine.
Brzezinski into the... Let's see this shot.
This will be an interesting shot to get.
It's all just unfolding in front.
You can, that shows just how fast it happens for the cars that are following and how quickly you've got to react. And when you've got 3 or 4 cars bouncing between the walls going across the track, you've almost got to pick a lane and stick to it and hope that you get through the other side. Again, 4-5 wide. It was actually the rear bumper off Ryle Harris's car that just fell off. And then that didn't really affect the secondary phase where there was all this damage. I mean, actually lucky for Brooking, that one didn't go over.
Yeah.
Sort of got to, we mentioned the Craig Lowndes called a 1999 crash, that we felt that was potential to happen yesterday. Well, we've got a lighter version of that one.
In 14th position, so did he come in hot?
Yes.
They would say yes.
efficiencies. Lucky. That's all right. They'll be, you know what? See the teeth on the front of the bonnet there? They'll be rattled out with those flat spots. It'll be like 50-cent pieces.
Here's the battle-wearied Motion Mitsubishi Triton down here, and just hoping and praying that peels away so it doesn't attract the attention from upstairs here at Sandown. Did it peel away? Yes,
there
it did.
Go. Yeah, and you have a look there, there's a brake duct. So now Adam's probably going to be getting up in behind.
Dandy Road, and it is phenomenal to watch how quickly they catch the car in front. They punch a really big hole in the air. So when you get up behind them, it sucks the car behind closer and closer, and that allows moves like the one we saw at turn 6 to happen. And for Mags, that is happened. The curb on the outside, and it's fired the car off and put another dent in that well-worn Sandown Armco on the driver's left-hand side.
It's a fairly soft hit in the end. I'm sure that car will fight to the end of the race here as he powers away from the centres, causing the dominoes effect behind. Oh, that was bigger than what we gave it credit for in a number 8. So we'll look again. So look to where the number 18 is on the windscreen of this car, and you'll see the 8. Look at the airtime it got.
It's not great. That car will be severely damaged underneath, and we're only saying this morning he looks like a good run. He needs a good run, I should say, and that's not the way to start it.
Replays, breeding replays here, and this is Gutierrez bowling a line, so El Gringo out to the grass and to go Sunny Soul. And it started from 6th position today. This is the answer to why the best car was around. It was contact by the Engelhardt, the Gardner car down there, sorry, and that was the Engelhardt car down in Hell Corner.
A little bit of a helping hand there. What do you reckon? Might see the eyes of Mr. White there in our driver's stand.
And watch how close this was. It was just a little bump.
The move wasn't on though, so that's good. They got away with it. Oh, here we go.
That was the tail end of it, but was it on his own or was there contact? Hard to lose the car in a straight line at the crest.
And Dave Cedars too. Here we go. This will tell us what happened. I reckon there was a bit of dust.
Brzezinski, this
car
is.
parts.
And was it?
Oh,
hello.
We go.
That's not nice on the Go Sunny Solar cut. Hey, 10 out of 10 for the recovery though.
He got a short back and sides there, didn't he?
Harris with 1.1 seconds. Dramas here in his 100th race for Craig Woods at the Goodyear cutting. Damage on the right-hand side for his Hertz Western Sydney Motorsport car. It's on the final lap.
They've unlocked some really good things here in the Western Sydney Motorsport. Oh, no, he's had a tyre failure. Oh, that's actually, that's a hard hit. That's not good. I hope he's okay. Obviously would have knocked you around in those belts. It's concrete. This is the biggest thing about Bathurst. It is not forgiving. And that one there, not his fault either. He'd be dark with himself here. And here's a tyre let go. A passenger from here. Hard hit. Very, very sad to see.
No warning either. That just let go as he went to pitch it in of the weekend. Oh, dramas at the top of the hill here. And it's on the way down to Skyline. Off the track goes Alexandra Best. It's all happening here at Mount Panorama.
Borgie had pulled a 1.8 second gap, so he has got the eyes on this morning. Got to the lead, pushed forward. Let's have a look at the replay here.
It's Jensen Engelhardt, the 8-0 fly. Oh no. The famous Alan Moffat had a similar incident like that back in the 80s.
That is a massive hit. Absolutely massive hit. You know what? It's easy to do. You've seen many, many drivers do that. Just picked up a wheel over the curb. And when these cars go, the weight is all over the top of the shocker, quite high. So when they break loose, they're very hard to get back. And not a lot to greet there except for some chic hydro concrete.
Nice. This would be Alexandra Best. And was there contact here? She swings on. Oh, loses. She's gone anyway. And Lockie Gardner in the Roost Systems Australia car has a nice little mark in the door for good measure in the 707. She was doing good up to that point.
I reckon she's probably just got that second gear down change. You can see the axles tramping at the back. Easily done. Looks impressive though. Bit of a rooster tail, bit of lawn mowing for Sunday morning. Aren't they good looking cars? Can he hold him off? You got the championship leader, the fastest guy.
Oh, it's Casey.
Here we go.
And Ben Walsh. And also Lockie Gardner in the Roost Systems entry. So Skippy G is in the back. Nice forecast. Jimmy Vernon suddenly pops out of that. Now, this is not unusual for the Gold Coast to have a traffic jam down here. But these guys are going to drop a ton of time now.
It's probably the narrowest part of the track there. And as you can see, it's quite dark there. As you can see down the bottom right-hand corner, this may bring out the safety car here. as we're looking at the replay there of a bit of biff and barge, but that Bendix ute is not going anywhere. Right on the exit of the final turn. There's probably not compromise there, but we'll see. Yes, safety car.
Not even 400 metres, and then this starts. Bang. Another one. Marjoram. What are you doing, dude? Slap one. Turn one. But they were right to do that, because if they tried to commit to that corner, we could have had a traffic jam like this down at turn 13. So funny what's happened to Casey here. I think he just arrived on the scene. Was he in the contact there, or did he hit a wall earlier?
It's an odd one, isn't it?
And trying to reverse in a really tight section. It's a blind corner.
Looks like he's just grabbed the rear bar there of Jimmy Vernon, and maybe he's damaged the tyre. But we'll see how it plays out. I mean, good work, guys. They got it all together. It's very hard.
It's a key moment for the series battle right there as he goes past the first of the Go Sunny Solar cars. And it's all on now, because here comes Woods to relieve that spot. Cottrell has the better run here through the change of direction at 13.
He's getting the short back and side from the Go Sunny Solar guys. In the fence as well. That's a bit unfortunate. On the throttle early, and you know, it's very slippery on the outside there, but looks like they got away with it. Colorado's ganged up on Woodsy there.
I think Woods just got the edge of that tyre barrier. Yes, he did. And it sent him back into the real barrier. Past there. The 4-ton concrete block says no. And at least he squared it off. But Scar marched down the side of his Western Sydney car.
Drag race up into the beach chicane. Who will lift? What is the rule? The car ahead at the 100-metre mark needs to give right away. So here we go. It's line ball. Well done. Jaden Maggs.
Background Cedars, Maggs into the fence. Big contact between the two. And that is heavy damage to the tyre power number 3. There's another car in the background.
Harris
it's Harris.
It's Harris.
Harris facing the wrong direction.
This will definitely be a safety car, as we see there. And it'll be really interesting to see what went down there, but there's some very, very damaged cars.
Just 10 points covering the top 3. Here's the replay. So look in the background of the shot. So some overlap and some contact with Maggs, Cedars, and Harris. That was a heavy hit for Harris. Ditto that for Cedars. And for Jared Maggs, he's got damage but managed to get away.
Looked like maybe a missed gear roll, sort of, 3 wide. Here we go.
Oh, how do you like a hamburger?
There we go. And that is a classic case of 3 into 1. Doesn't go. The road, it's cambered there and it sort of moves off. So I think everyone was looking forward and didn't really see what the overlap was there.
Just an explosion of metal and plastic in the background there. The announcement of tyre power coming into the series and backing David Cedars, and that's a lot of work to do for those 3 respective cars tonight before tomorrow's race 3 of the final round of the championship. Cars just scattering everywhere. And again, changes the championship.
This does, and a lot of lucky drivers there. You look at Ben Walsh, he finally got through one. No damage, so he'd be saying, finally, my luck has changed. But that is not good there with Roll Harris.
So he limps back to the pits. And this was the scene moments ago when the Ford Ranger come back into the pits. Just flicked the seatbelts over the shoulder, climbed out, and slams the door in frustration. He lives here on the GC. He won this event last year on his return while defending that. Let's have a look at some replays, because there's plenty to unpick. So here's the 2 series battlers. Marjoram down the inside. They locked wheels for a moment, but it was here. Oh, they were so lucky.
They did lock wheels, so it's a bit harsh on Marjoram, but then 3 wide around the outside. There's no grip there, and Vernon probably just trying to get clear, and then just a slight tag. That's racing, boys. Play on.
Yeah, Marjoram got him. Not deliberately. This is what happened to Matt Nolan. Brzezinski. But was the Clipsal car gone and then finally finished off by the 18? Here's the leader.
He's clipped that tyre bundle on the entry and it's ran him wide, and he's already gone. I think he's just helped him round. Lucky to get away with no damage. There's going to be some fire. We need to get back and maybe see if there's any boxing gloves when we get back to Parc Fermé after this one. This is on.
I can see you jumping back into one by tomorrow morning, the way it's going.
It's a street fight, isn't it? We love it. And this is what a track like this, it's so hard. Big, heavy V8 SuperUtes, and they're putting on a show. It's fantastic.
They've copped their criticism over the last few years, but certainly they have delivered in 2023. They brought back the biff. They brought back the entertainment. There's going to be some frustration in that underground car park in the next hour or so.
We're just looking here as well. Marjoram looks like he's got Brzezinski it was, because there's a lot of damage on that car and a broken wheel. Here we go.
Okay.
A lot of curb. It's hit the rear wheel and loaded up.
Yes,
and yeah, here we go.
It's 18, so Marjoram in the background, and how many times we've seen cars graze that wall or come in at full tilt. Adam Marjoram knows that feeling. He did that years ago in the V8 Utes era. There he is in the background. So he's cruising around, though, in 5th position. While Brzezinski's made his way back into the pits.
The highest paid cameraman in Australia right there. He's in the firing line. He cops a bit of shrapnel. He's got heavy cars coming towards him. I reckon he's got nerves of steel. He cost himself the quickest lap there. Car 20, here we go. Oh, no, that's straight ahead too. Oh, no, that's not too bad, luckily. I actually spoke to young Ruben yesterday. I said, if you're going to hit the wall at turn 8, do not go in square, get the backside in first, and there you go. He just gets it back around. That's another motion ute. So that's joining Adam Marjoram. So that possibly may be Adam's car next year. We're just working on the car mix at the moment. 1 and 2, if he can put this lap together, I reckon this might poke him out to the top somewhere. He's already, oh, no, and that is El Gringo's hit the fence. It looks like turn 8. Let's hope he can get it through, and there's no red flag here, and Walshy can finish this lap.
Whoa, no, he won't. Walsh is water skiing across the top at the final turn. He's going to hit the wall and found the tyre wall and not the concrete.
I reckon he's just got a little bit unsighted there. This is not good. Someone's hit him, so it's gone to chaos. Look at this. There's another car up there. Jaden Maggs, turn 8. I reckon we're going to see maybe a red flag here. There's a few cars, but as Walshy's come through, maybe that rain's got a little bit heavier. It looks like everything was settled, and then it's just come down. So maybe some aquaplaning.
I was watching Walsh in the background. He just disappeared behind the other cars. He was never going to straighten it up, but trying to find some traction on the green grass. And now Gutierrez with the door open and heavy damage to the gold.
He looks winded there as well. Yeah, straight in. So
wow.
Oh, no, that's not good. Giving the quad lock wall a bit of a rearrangement. That is hard. So although it doesn't look massively damaged there, the underneath chassis would have taken a heavy hit, and there's still a ladder frame. So you'll see some bodywork coming off of that. But underneath, I reckon that's going to be a sad-looking Colorado.
Here it is in car. So
aquaplane.
Turn 8. Let's have a listen.
Look at that. Just a passenger. Oh, wow. He looks sore as well already. His left hand's off the steering wheel. Car 18 now as well. Here we go.
So this, he's never going to get that car through the right-hander, and I thought he was going for the concrete, but well, he just got the concrete. And then the tyre wall, which is about 4 or 5 deep, cushioned the impact for the Fat Freddy's Lager number 8, 3rd in this year's series.
That's an odd one there as well. I think he was just compromised there with Adrian Cottrell in braking, and he's probably just locked the left-hand wheel. So very lazy accident on that one, but oh, wow. So he's been hit there. Someone's outbraked themselves. That is very unfortunate. So it's got a front left and right. That's huge, absolutely huge. No wonder he's winded there. Who's gone off there?
Oh, that's Boy Wonder.
No, that one's
Jared.
Yeah. So he's locked up. Oh, that's big. That's I don't think that car will be rejoining this session, and maybe for the weekend. That's a heavy contact. I'm very lucky that didn't go into the driver's door there as well. So look at this. He wouldn't even know, and this is just complete whack in the head right now. Watch this.
He's watching the mirror, and just he turned in. Oh, I think Maggs was having his own moment cutting down the straight as well, because that was at the turn-in point and turn 9, and just smashed by the world's best technologies car. And he's coming over to...
He says, looking like his brake pedal's gone to the floor there. So, you know, hopefully they're okay. The cars are really damaged. Look at that. The front left-hand side of that Ford Ranger is not pretty.
With clear air, he should catch the world's best technologies car. This was at the hairpin. Oh, maybe not. He's having the day out already, and he spins. I think he's a little bit angry. Probably needs to calm down a bit.
Hat under the Clipsal colours. Here we go. A bit of a spin. Oh, very lucky. Not a scratch on it. Very good evasive accident. You know what? Ben Walsh has his luck turned around. He's got out of that without collecting him. So not a dent. That car was in the fence too yesterday.
Had some time out. He come back. He goes, I'm here to have fun. And he's picked the right category to be in.
Yeah, and obviously that was my car. I got injured. Here we go. Dave Peters. And always when we go talking about something else, Dave's had an off, and Dave will be so mad with himself there. And this has been the common trait with Dave this year in the tyre power number 3. He's just run wide, probably hit the curb, bounce, and those grass edges at the moment. There was so much rain yesterday. It's like sludge, like a swamp. And here we go. Just run wide. He knows he's in trouble. Luckily, that thing didn't carry on like yesterday with Walsh. The biggest problem there, he would have damaged those tyres. So his teeth will be rattling. Those Yokohamas will be like a 50-cent piece as we get on board. Oh, he's actually gone in early, so there's no grip there. You need to be a tad. You need to get that front wheel up on the curb because when you land, the road runs out, and that's exactly what's happened there.
Good recovery. It's another incident at the top, and again, Amar Sharma.
The battle of the bumblebees there, the yellow antagonist. So he's just doing his bit to give the crowd what they want, a bit of a flick spin.
Fans again, their value for money up there at the hairpin today. It's a replay from high above. The Go Sunny Solar Car spinning in front of Jensen Engelhardt and drops himself into 15.
Here we go now. This one looks like Engelhardt in the Hilux.
That's turn 9 hairpin. And was there assist? I think he was on his own down there because Rossi Johnson was behind him.
You thought so too.
And this is purely, the track's nice and clean. Now the rain's gone away. They're about putting rubber down onto this 3.2-kilometre course at Adelaide, and Woods has gone this time. So that was 4th position at the turn 9 hairpin. Drops Walsh behind, but remember 5 seconds to go next to his name. And that's going to drop him. This is Jaden Maggs, and he was worried about the car, was handling really evil, and now for the second time at turn 8 has found the wall.
Let's hope everyone gets through here safely. He's in a very compromising position. They're front on to the oncoming traffic there at turn 8, so let's hope. This will definitely bring out the safety car.
What a tough season, or tough weekend for this case. He won his first race on the streets of the Gold Coast. Hasn't stopped smiling since that event. But he must be thinking, yeah, the highs and lows of motorsport on his own into turn 8. In fact, was only a small hit initially. He'll be back it in a second time.
Yes. One. Yeah.
The second one hurts.
That's, you know, you look at the supercar, we always talk about driving or in the tow. That would be turbulent air. The car probably just got a bit unsettled at high speed. The car's quite light through there. He was a very lucky boy to get through with just a little ding there. Just rearranging the rear quarter panel.
And he had margin back to Jensen Engelhardt there too. He was several seconds down the road by the time the 96.
Cottrell, that is Cottrell. He looks like he's probably hit that tyre wall. A privateer, here we go, sideways in, and just a gentle trip up. There we go. See how the wheel's turning left? It's broken the steering rod arm, basically, the rack end, and it's just driven up weekend, ruined with something there, maybe a mechanical issue or something. Here we go.
Ruben Goodall to 3rd position.
There we
go.
Yep.
That's why Woods is slowing. So first clip on the copybook for the Goodall car, and that's why Woods is limping back, and that'll be the end of the season for Western Sydney Motorsport. Back into the pits.
Lots of battle scars there. Not a straight panel, not a straight bonnet on any of these cars.
Keep the teams busy in the off-season. Now, race control are looking at this move between Goodall and Craig Woods.
No, I think that's probably a racing incident. They did give each other room, but they both got on that throttle. It's a very tight exit, a little bit of sideways, and just awkward. The tyres touch each other. They're hot, grippy Yokohama, so as soon as they grip, and they just sort of compromise each other, and Dave Cedars falling behind. And as we look at the replay here, running wide, on the throttle a bit early, and a little bit of a happy spin there for Engelhardt. Doesn't touch the wall. He'll get this car turned and going. So that Hilux looked like it's got a bit of a hairdo. They put a bit of perm on the bonnet, hadn't he?
To the applause of the fans parked down there on the inside of turn number 9, the Australian Industrial Vacuum. JKD prepared 805 of Gilligan. Jensen Engelhardt completing his first full season. This is Cody Brzezinski. Flames out both sides.
At 77 with cat-like reflexes too. He's still got it, hasn't he?
The punters' hats making their way onto the track. This is going down through the skyline. The wind from the car should blow that back to what's the clean away sign, with Harris leading this one by 2 seconds from Borg, Woods, Marjoram, and David Cedars here in race 3 at the Mountain.